Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, no!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be knocked down. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking for a man. It's Babers. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go to the ground. The Rebels pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense because the defense knows it's pass. And all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield. And you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 14, Ole Miss 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Nice move to stay on his feet.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Rebels have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Running toward the tape. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Rebels! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Discards a man.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's right on target. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's on target and complete. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got some room to run. The 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kennesaw State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. This shave might have been a little closer than Owls fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll give it to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on the... And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
28, Florida State, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Hatchett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime.
Oh, look out, there he goes! He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Flips it out to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Babers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion from the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive, now 1st down from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ole Miss 35. Florida State 21.
The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hatchett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Babers. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the returner will be brought down.
Florida State Seminoles will take over 1st and 10.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Noles send out the punt unit.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Babers. Going up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia Southern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. A strike downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. That's what you want from your senior leaders. Make a play, run after the catch, and he gets it done there.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos.
It's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Ole Miss 49, Florida State 21.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Oh, ball's out! And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, no! The defense with the scoop and score. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ruiz. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.